in this video I'm going to show you how to achieve a bob wig. Okay, so for this video I'm going to be using some products. I'm going to be using a heat protectant. I'm going to be using a lightweight serum, a wax stick, my tail comb, some crocodile clips. I'm going to be using my straightener. So to get started, I'm going to part this hair into different sections. Because I'm going to be straightening the hair one row at a time. I don't want to straighten my hair like this, you understand? If you do this, you're not going to get that silkiness. You're not going to get that very silky straight hair, okay? So what I'll do is that I'm going to straighten the hair one line, as in line by line. I am going to apply a little serum, like a drop of serum. I don't need much. Little goes a long way when it comes to hairs like this. So I'm just going to put it in. I don't want to put too much, because when you apply too much oil, you're going to weigh the hair down and you're definitely not going to like. Okay, at this point, let me on my straightener. Yes, and I want it to come up well so that it will give me that result that I want. So I'm going to go in with my heat protectant at this point. I need to say this: when you want to spray your heat protectant, you don't want to go in like this, because if you press your heat protectant this close, this is what it's going to look like. It's going to make the hair wet, which we don't really want. Fine, we want this on the hair, but we don't want it at that very close range. So I'm going to move my hand back a bit and I'm going to spray from this distance, right? Then I'm going to go in with my tail comb. I need to comb one more time. Then I'll go in with my straightener. My straightener is hot by now. So what I'll do is that I'm going to go in. I'm going to go in for as much as, you know, possible. Maybe like 2, 3, 4, 5 times. It all depends on the kind of result you want anyway. So I'm going to go in, and as you can see, when I get to the tip, I'll try to just coil it up a bit. Watch me, please. Let me work with the second one now. Please watch closely. After combing, I'll go in with my comb is still going to be somewhere, because I'm going to be using the comb as well. And I'm going to go in with my straightener. And as I'm doing that, I'm also combing. You understand? I'm also combing. And at the tip, I am going to go in. I'll make sure I get to the tip. I don't want to do it halfway. This is what happens when you do it halfway without getting to the tip. You have this very harsh line, which we don't really want. See, so what I want to do is that I don't really like the results of this, because I'm having a line here that I don't like. So what I'll do is that if that happens when you're straightening, you go in with your heat protector just a little, and you go in with your straightener. Watch. When I get to the tip, I coil it in a bit. When I get to the tip, I bob it up a bit at the tip. So at the end of the day, I'm going to have something like this, which looks better than the first one. So pretty much I'm just going to keep doing the same thing. I'm going to keep doing the same thing. At this point, I'm going to apply, see, very little serum or small. All you need is just a little drop. Then you put it in. Then you're going to go in with your heat protectant. Okay. Then we'll go in with our brush. We'll comb it a bit. And of course, you use your straightener and you go in slowly, slowly, slowly. So at the tip, I get to the tip and I just bob it up a bit. Okay. I'm also going to do the same on this part. I didn't know the usefulness of this comb, right? This is what I used to do, right? Because then I used to think, why do I need a comb when I can just go in with my straightener without the comb, right? But if you don't have your comb, that means you have to use your hand. And this thing is hot too, you know. Apart from the fact that it's hot, it doesn't really, I'm not really satisfied with the result, unlike using the comb, okay? So I'm going to drop this and I'm going to get my comb and I'm going to go in with my comb this time around. The comb goes in first and I'll slowly, you know, follow up with the straightener gently. So I think it's more better when you use the comb, really, to using just your hand, okay? So as you can see, when I get to the tip, I curve it all in a bit, okay? I curve it in a bit to give me that bob feel or bob look, okay? So I'm just gonna go in and I'll keep doing the same thing till I get to the end of the hair, or till I finish bobbing the hair. So I'm going to apply the serum, very little. Little goes a long way. Little goes a long way, and I mean it. Don't apply too much. The silkiness of this hair is not here. So I am going to comb out and apply my heat protectant, and I'll go in with my comb and wait my straightener. Okay, when I get to the tip, I curve it in a bit. So you as you can see, I'm already getting the vibe of that bob wig. So I'm still going to do the same to this point as well, or to this part as well. Okay, so I mean, this is pretty much how to achieve a bob style. Okay, so I'm just gonna keep doing the same thing till I get to the end, you know, till I finish bobbing the hair. Into serum. Moving towards the end of my styling. So pretty much I've just been doing the same thing, applying little serum and going in with my heat protectant and of course my straightener. So I'm just going to continue doing the same thing till I get to the end. So I'll go here with my straightener. When I get to the tip, I bob it in a bit. Go in with my straightener. I bob it in a bit. So you can see, our bob is bobbing. Our bob is bobbing. So I'm just going to keep repeating the same process all over and over and over again till I get to the end. Okay, so I'm going to go in with my ink protectant. Please note, make sure you get to the end of it and the tip, you bob it in a bit. Okay. How far? Okay, so it's in my video. Applying your wax stick, you don't have to apply on all part of your wig. It's just the closure part. Wax is used on closure and frontal, okay? And you want to do it as minimal as possible. You don't want to apply like this, because if you do that, it's going to weigh your hair down and you're not going to like that effect. Okay, so I'm going to turn to the other part now. As you can see, our hair is already bobbing, like it's really bobbing. It's looking very beautiful already. So I'm going to turn to this part and finish my straightening on this part as well. So I'm going to go in with my serum. Oops, this thing is really hot, like very hot. Okay, so I'm going to keep going. As you can see, our hair is looking very beautiful already. Okay, so I'm just going to finish up the remaining part by doing the same thing. Okay, please don't add too much serum on your hair. I need to say this again. Do not add too much serum so you don't weigh your hair down. Okay. And don't forget to get a good straightener. Okay, make sure you have a good straightener. So for the closure part, I'm going to apply little hair wax. Please do not apply too much. If you apply too much, you're going to weigh your hair down or your wig down. So I'm going to apply just a little on the closure part, just a little, not too much. And after that, I'm not going to leave it like that. I'm going to go in with, if you have a hot comb, fine. So for this video, I'm going to be using a coiling iron. So what I'm doing is I'm melting the wax with this coiler, okay? Because I don't want the wax showing on my hair. As you can see, this is the part that I have used the coiler on and this is the part that I haven't. You would see some white, you know, stains there. So using a hot comb or like this kind of coiling iron, it's going to allow the wax melt seamlessly. So let's do this. So it's going to make the wax melt well, so that it would blend well with the hair, unlike just leaving it like that, you know. This works very well and makes your hair look better, or makes your wig look better. You want to be very careful when doing this so that you don't put this on your nets. It's going to burn the nets, which we don't really want. So be mindful when doing this, okay? Be very, very, very mindful. So I'm just going to do it till I am satisfied. So it's already looking fine. It's looking flat as well. You don't want to go around with puffy closures and frontals. So ladies, this is what the hair looks like. And you see the bob is bobbing, like it's really, really, really bobbing. Okay. So styling is key. Styling is key.